as the mobile makes its way towards release point and sends the field of 7 on their way in a pretty level dispatch. Showing her customary gate speed now, though, is Polly Peacham, and she's going to hunt across and take the early lead ahead of Miss Doobie. Settling in behind them is I'm a Ballerina. 4 back on the pegs is Sweet Success, followed by Mac James. Settling second last is Cool Story, and last of the 7 is Remington, as the field head to the back straight for the first time this evening, and it's Polly Peacham in her favourite role leading the way ahead of Miss Doobie, followed by I'm a Ballerina. 4 back on the pegs is Sweet Success, followed by Mac James. Second last is Cool Story, and still last of all is Remington. As the field get ready to head off the back straight, and it's still Polly Peacham leading the way ahead of Miss Doobie. 3 back on the pegs is I'm a Ballerina. A little bit of a gap in the field there to the 2-year-old in Sweet Success, just getting shaded now by Cool Story, I think it might be, that is moving around the outside now, punching the breeze. Back down to the pegs now, second last is Mac James, and last of all is Remington. As the field enter the home straight, they'll get the bell this time, and it's Polly Peacham leading the way. Working up on its outside is Cool Story. Popping off the pegs now as well to track path of Cool Story is I'm a Ballerina. They race in pairs up front. Back down to the pegs and still behind the leader is Miss Doobie, followed by Sweet Success. Second last is Mac James, and still last of all is Remington, as the field head off the around the home turn now, or off into the back straight, and it is still Polly Peacham leading the way. Cool Story still punching the breeze. Behind the leader, getting the gun run, is Miss Doobie. 1-1 is I'm a Ballerina. Following it up now is Mac James. 3 back on the pegs and just losing a little bit of touch is Sweet Success. Followed still last of all by Remington as the field head off the back straight past the 400. It's still Polly Peacham leading the way. Cool Story's been brave thus far. Sitting in behind them waiting for the sprint lane is Miss Doobie. Back down to the pegs is Sweet Success. Battling away is I'm a Ballerina, Mac James and Remington as the field round the home turn. It's still Polly Peacham. She's getting shaded now by Cool Story. Back down to the pegs is Miss Doobie. It's Polly Peacham. Cool Story's now coming down the middle of the track. This has been some sort of trial. He's done the hard work. It's Cool Story ahead of Miss Doobie. Coming down the outside is Remington, followed by Polly Peacham, Sweet Success, Mac James, and last of all was I'm a Ballerina.